Nero was born on Friday, July 12th. So she is 5 months old on Gotcha
Nero
Day.
has lots of buddies here.
Yeah, you heard me say your name, didn't you? You did. Hi, Nero. This is the last time that I'm going to be brushing you and combing you and giving you a bath. This is your Gotcha Day video. Nero is fabulous on the grooming table. She loves being brushed and combed, and she will just lay down and let you do what you need to do. Yeah. Hi, pretty girl. It's better if I do it with two hands, isn't it? I got one hand holding the camera here. So I'm gonna brush and comb you, getting you ready for your bath. Nero's paw pads are all cleaned out, and I've given her a very good little sanitary trim here, so everything's trimmed out. She says, "Why are you being so rude to me? Why?" Well, we're getting you all cleaned up, Nero. Jim regularly plays with Nero, and he says, "Oh my goodness, she is just such a sweet little girl. Such a sweet girl you are." Yes. So you're all combed and brushed, and now it's time for a really great bath. Let's head into the bathroom. While I am warming up the water here, I'll show you the shampoo that I'm using today. It is the Squalene Care Eye Groom and the Squalene Care Conditioner. But you could also use the line by Chris Christensen, the Ice on Ice. This is the detangling conditioner. So I recommend any of these for Nero, and you can see I've already mixed them up in my bottles here. I also love the Chris Christensen white on white and black on black, but I would not use those on Nero because she has both black and white in her coat. But the Ice on Ice products, really like those. The spa treatment products for the face, love those. Nero is great in the bathtub as I'm wetting her coat, getting it ready for the shampoo. I want to make sure that everything is wet, well rinsed, before I start putting the shampoo onto her. But again, you can just see how calm she is here as I'm running the warm water over her body. Nero is all lathered up now with shampoo, and I will let the shampoo do its job, let it stay on her for probably about 5 minutes. Sometimes I set a timer, and I often will just do a really nice massage, rubbing her and helping her to feel super calm and relaxed. But my other dogs feel like they have to be involved whenever someone is getting a bath, so they're usually right here making noises too. Hey, if you're curious about how to bathe a dog, I do have videos on my channel that show that, but more importantly, I'm going to recommend you to Amy Leigh, the Go Groomer. Amy Leigh has a fantastic channel that shows you all about how to take care of dogs, their skin, their coat, their hair, fur, whatever your dog has. She also has an awesome newsletter that she sends out every Friday. The most recent one was about your dog's nose and how to make sure your dog's nose is taken care of well during the winter time. So again, highly recommend the Go Groomer. You can find her on YouTube. There is a link below. Actually, there's a link below in every video that I create. Why? Well, my channel would not exist if it were not for Amy Leigh, the Go Groomer. She was my inspiration, actually, for creating this channel. And I know that your mama, that's right, your mama, Nero, has watched her and seen what she did with Ellie Grace. And that was her mom's, part of her mom's inspiration for choosing your grooming style. Was your mom, Nero, saw Ellie Grace and how Amy Leigh did that and what she did. And I think the other inspiration for your new mommy was Daisy. That's right. Daisy went through our puppy prep school program, and your mom was inspired by how much training Tree had Daisy get before she went to her new home. And so I think those were some inspirations. Yeah. Nero, you're such a pretty girl. All right, well, I will keep doing a two-handed massage here on Nero, and then we will rinse all this out all the way, and we will put in her conditioner. I do my best to get conditioner everywhere except the eyes and the ears. So conditioner is just all over the place, and I am very liberal with it. I say it's an abundant universe. Let's make conditioner abundant all over this body. Her hair, her coat just feels super soft and silky right now with all this conditioner in it. And I leave it on for at least 5 minutes. I'll probably wrap her in a really warm towel and carry her around for a little while. This is what it looks like when Nero is wrapped in a warm towel. And yeah, we're gonna go do a couple other things, and then we will rinse you off really well, Nero. Nero, the conditioner stayed on about 10 minutes, and now we are going to rinse it all out until the water runs completely clear and your coat feels like the conditioner has been rinsed completely out of it. I use a towel, and we just rub going with the grain of the coat to begin getting her dry. So getting those ears dry. I also put a squeeze of ear cleaner into each ear after the bath to make sure that the ears get cleaned and dried very well. You can perhaps see that I squirted some of the ear cleaner right into her ear here, and now I go like this and just squeeze that together a little bit, and I do it on both sides, and then I let her shake her head, and we keep drying. I recommend that you ear clean every week. Nero has now been towel dried, and I comb through the coat again, and you can see my comb just glides right through it. That conditioner has done its job, but I want to make sure in the toweling process that I didn't somehow knot the hair at all. Next up, the dryer. Here she is, all blown dry. Hey, cutie patootie. Oh my goodness, you look so adorable, Miss Nero. I recommend that all dogs get a bath at least every 3 weeks or so. And so a deep shampoo, condition every 3 weeks. And you can integrate that into the rotation. If you're using a professional groomer, you could schedule your groom appointments every 6 weeks, and then you could do a bath at home in between that. Now, of course, if something happened and Nero's beautiful white fur right here got a little dirty, you could also do a bath, even if it hadn't been 3 weeks, but just make sure you use a great quality shampoo and conditioner like the ones that I'm showing you here if you are bathing, well, regardless, but especially if you are bathing more frequently. You want to make sure that conditioner sits on the skin regularly for at least 5 minutes. Her ears are all cleaned out. They look great. She's a pretty girl. Yes, she is. And she's used to just being touched all over. So you can look at her beautiful teeth. You can open her mouth. You can touch her anywhere. And she's very comfortable with it. So I'm sure that her new groomer is going to be very pleased with how well trained she is on a grooming table. Yes. You might remember Nero's siblings, Shelby, Leo, and Asta. Yes, you can watch along in Huckleberry's playlist if you want to see Nero and her siblings from their birthday to this special Gotcha Day. Nero loves to play fetch. Today is Saturday, December 14th, 2024, and Nero weighs 7 pounds, 6 ounces today. When Nero was born in July, she weighed 5 ounces. So July of 2024, she weighed 5 ounces on her birthday. I will tell you that there is very little correlation between what one of my puppies weighs on the day they're born and what their adult weight is. Nero also loves to get on the Places bed with some of her favorite toys. And some of her favorite toys include a cow hoof, a little snuggly kind of puffy toy that she gets when there's supervision, when it has a squeaker inside it, that's supervised play, and then a marrow bone. And so the marrow bone and the cow hoof can be left with her all the time. This would be supervised play, and you can see that we could easily get a game of fetch going with this. And Nero got it. Nero's the happy girl. She's probably gonna prance, but it just got stolen, which happens regularly. They steal toys from each other. Yes. Want to play with this? This is another favorite toy. Yeah. Sometimes people will ask me if I use crates, if I use the dog crates. And you can see that the dogs use the dog crates. But other than that, I don't really. So for example, she has chosen to come over and get in the crate, in the bed, and they will very often sleep in the crate. I don't typically close the door, but what I'm doing is I'm crate acclimatizing. I'm getting your puppy acclimated to the fact that crates are frequently used. And the command that we use is get in the crate. Get in the crate, and they'll get right in the crate. We do that because if your dog ever needed to be rescued, it would be very important that they would get in a crate and be comfortable in the crate. Again, we don't close them in, we don't lock them in, we just make it an optional thing here. But when you get your puppy, if you need to use a crate, you can certainly do so. Hi, pretty girl. You are such a pretty girl. Yes, you are, Nero. Hi, Nero. Everybody else is hearing me talk in this voice, and they're coming over and they're saying, no, we want you. We want to get in your lap. But Nero, yeah, it's a very special day for you. This digging to create a space is very common in dogs. You will see this a lot. They dig like that, and then they might even do a couple of little circles, and then they plop themselves down. And you can see I have help here. Yes, I have lots of help, don't I? I do. Nero does all of her business on potty pads like these washable ones here. And so I'm sending her to her new home with 3 used, they're clean, but they are used potty pads because that's what Nero is used to. And Nero will be happy to go potty on those kinds of potty pads. When I walk back and look at the potty pad, I can see that someone has done some urine pee here and somebody has pooped here, and this is a beautiful poop. So the texture of the poop is a little bit mushy. It's a little mushy, and I just throw this right away. It is not uncommon when a puppy dog goes to its new home that it might have some poop that is a little bit off in the first day, 2, 3, something like that, as the dog gets readjusted to new water. Like your water at your home is going to be different from the water here at my house. I use filtered water all the time, but what your water is like and what the environment in your home is like, your yard and so forth are going to be new, and your dog is going to need some time to adjust to that. This is part of the reason why I've been giving your puppy Fortiflora, a probiotic, to help with digestion and to help build a very strong gut immune system. I also use things like yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, woven into my dog food for the same reason, to help build the probiotics and a super strong gut microbiome. All of my puppies have also been dewormed with Pyrantel. Pyrantel, you start at 2 weeks. So you do 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. And then at 7, 8 weeks, we do a preventative dose of Panicure to help prevent Giardia. None of my dogs are testing positive for Giardia, but to treat it, if it gets triggered in a young puppy that's going to a new home, what you use to treat is fenbendazole in a 10% concentration. So that could be in the form of Panicure that you could get from your vet, or a product called Safeguard that you can get on Amazon. And here is the dosage that you can use. So Panicure is safe for dogs, even for pregnant and lactating moms. So you can use it as a preventative for healthy dogs and puppies that are over 6 weeks old. So for puppies under 6 months old, you dose at 0.25 ml per pound for 8 to 10 days. And for adults, you dose at 1 cc for every 5 pounds of dogs. And here's the chart that I use. So when we are doing this here, we weigh every dog and we indicate where their weight is. So let's say that the dog is 5 pounds, right? They're gonna get 1 cc. If a dog is 10 pounds, they're gonna get 2 cc's. And so we put in the dog's name, the date we start. And again, it's going to be for 8 to 10 days. If it's a preventative, just to make sure that if there is any extra sort of buildup of the Giardia bug in a dog, that would be for 3 days. At 5 months old, Nero is still a puppy. So I'm sending her home with some Origin puppy food. And then this is the Origin kibble that she's used to eating. That's a puppy kibble and a puppy canned food. She will enjoy those, and she has enough here for several days when she first arrives in her new home. I recommend that her mom use the NuVetPlus vitamin as well as the Fortiflora probiotic or some sort of yogurt probiotic in those first several days for sure, as Nero is acclimating to a new environment.
Sunday, December 15th, very early in the morning. And Nero is in this little flight carrier. She slept next to me. And this morning, Brianna is arriving here at my home super early. And Brianna will be taking Nero to Boston. So yes, you're going to be in a long car ride this morning, Nero. So we're getting you up here just a few minutes before Brianna is arriving so that you can have a nice little potty break and get some water and get yourself ready. But it's too early. It's too early to be up. We're normally sleeping at this time, aren't we, Miss Nero? Yes. But this shows you how I sleep in bed with a flight carrier next to me and a little doggy in the flight carrier so that I get them used to being in a flight carrier. And Nero's drive, my guess is it's probably going to be 6 to 7 hours today to Boston. But then in the next few days, Nero will be getting on an airplane and flying to California. So she is very well prepared for both a long car ride, and then she's also very well prepared for a flight. You'll notice in the flight carrier here, I have a couple of things. I have a nice little fleece blanket, and then I have several toys that she could enjoy. But taking her now to the potty pad in my bathroom so that she can do her potty business here right before Brianna arrives. Nero, would you like to get up? Come on. Let's go potty. Yes. Yes, such a pretty girl you are. Oh my goodness, everybody's gonna miss you here, Nero. I was asking the dogs, who's gonna miss you most? And they were all telling me why they love playing with you. But I think Mocha is the one who says, me, I spend so much time with Nero. Yes. Here's what the potty pad in my bathroom looks like. I just keep it right next to my toilet. And again, you can see it's just so early in the morning. She's saying, oh no, just let me lay down and go to sleep. But I made it so that I've got enough time here to let her do her business before she has to get in the car. Yeah.
This might be way too much information for most of you, but I assure you that Nero's mom is going to be thrilled about this. So first thing in the morning when Nero woke up here, wee hours of the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, this is Nero's poop. And this is very well formed. Says there is no problem with her digestive system. And this is what I do with that. So well done, Nero. Yes, good potty. Good potty, pretty girl.
It's so early in the morning, Brianna. Oh my goodness, you got up really early. Nero's extremely happy to see you. Yeah, that's right. We know, Nero. We know how much you love Brianna. Well, you've got quite a drive now to Boston. I look forward to updates along the way. And yeah, please take a picture of Nero and her new mommy together.
Absolutely will.
Great. And I've got a bag of stuff here and potty pads for you. Let me go grab a bottle of water. So a bottle of water for the ride. I've got a little pop-up water server here for Nero. Her mom also mentioned that she would want that for the airplane. But then all the normal things that we do for puppies when they're leaving here. So some toys that smell like home. Yeah, so those will be great for in the car.